Good morning, everybody. Really quickly, because I'm late to my first appointment, today marks the very first day of my Sebacia treatment with Sebacia Dermatology. And just for reference, 9 a.m. February 13th. I'm gonna be getting this laser treatment done for the next 3 weeks every Thursday. So it's a very back-to-back treatment. You schedule it out ahead of time. And over time is where you see the best results, pre and post each appointment, because apparently it makes your skin super sensitive, and we'll just see how it goes. Like I said, I'm late, but hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like following along on my acne journey. You know, this is something that I've never opened up about just because I feel like I've been living with, you know, troublesome skin. It's troublesome. She's troublesome. For so long that it's so normal to me and I don't cover it up. But like there absolutely are times that I just makes me so uncomfortable, and I wish I had clear skin. And during the summer when people have their hair down, you have the tan, you're like, I don't want to put makeup on. And I don't, but I let her show. And I would just like these guys to just go away. I'm confident and hopeful in this treatment and excited to be working with Sonova, because honestly I started seeing them when I was in high school for my acne, and now I go back and it's just a full 180. Let's go for our first treatment. Okay, so here you see the serum being put onto my skin with the massager, and then after she massages everything in, she takes it off with some cleansing towelettes. Make sure to wipe that clean before going in with the laser. And my camera stopped recording, so this is what we got. Oh, there we go. Okay, so as you can see, these little guys are not blackheads. Actually, the gold particles was mixed with the black serum, so that's really diving deep into the pores. They're all very normal. Most people tend to have really deep pores around this area, so that's why they're more prominent. But my goal, I'm not supposed to rub at them or scrub at them or get rid of them. They're supposed to stay, so I'm just gonna look like I have really bad blackheads for the next, I think, like 2 or 3 days. Treatment itself, honestly, I got in, oh, let me see what time it is. Oh, it's 9:57, so it was just under an hour. I think with each treatment, it is even a little bit shorter. Misty was great. She's awesome. I loved her. She was very thorough, asked me if I had any questions like multiple times, wants to make sure that I'm super comfortable, I know what's going on, and I just really appreciate that with a doctor. That was treatment 1. And I have 2 more to go, so next Thursday I will be back here, same time in the morning, and the following Thursday again for the last treatment. As far as the treatment goes, the first part of it was honestly the longest part, where she was putting the gold particles into my skin. That took the longest for sure, because she was rubbing, making sure to get it in the pores. The laser itself was so quick. It took maybe 5 minutes. It definitely hurt. It's kind of gross, but you can smell your skin burning, and it hurt in different places more than others, just based on how deeply penetrated the particles were, if I had more acne in that area, more sensitivity. So like definitely most sensitive like around my forehead and like on my cheeks, but then like down here it wasn't as bad. You can handle it. Tough cookie. Treatment number 1 is done. Now I'm gonna go to work and welcome my new blackheads. I'm going to really get like a really good close-up. There we go. And as far as treating anything cystic or hormonal, I asked Misty kind of how that works, and this treatment is really specific. Like it works amazing with your sebaceous glands, hence Sebacia, and so those are mostly like whiteheads or active acne, things on the surface, whereas cystic acne, anything below, it absolutely can help if you really focus on the area, but it's not necessarily made for cystic acne. That's just something to keep in mind. If you're someone who deals with more cystic acne, I would go maybe an alternative route, but if you're someone who just wants a clean slate, who maybe gets a lot of area in their cheek or topical acne, I'm not a doctor, I don't know what I'm talking about, but this is a really great treatment for you, and obviously I will share all my results. This is right after the treatment, not even 5 minutes. I'll share again in maybe a couple hours if anything has changed, and then next week going into the second treatment. Hello everybody. This is officially the end of day 1 of my first treatment with Sebacia. I know I showed you guys in the car, but since it's been a day, I thought I would show you guys what's going on my skin. You can tell it's pretty splotchy everywhere, and there are some parts that are a little bit more black because of the serum that's used in this treatment. And I'm not gonna lie, my face, I mean right now you can kind of tell it's a little bit more blue, purple. I'm also kind of cold, but like bluish, blackish purple. And I can wash my face. I just have to avoid using really strong face washes, so I can use like mild cleansers, nothing with like salicylic acid, things like that, and can't scrub it. So I can like wash it, but I can't use like an exfoliation, which just makes a lot of sense because you want to keep these black particles in here as long as possible, because the more, essentially, if I'm explaining this correctly, the more you can pack in over the course of 3 treatments, the better penetration the laser is going to get and the better results you're going to get. I just wanted to kind of talk about my initial experience, my initial responses, what I feel like is valuable to know going into your first session that I just find is valuable. I wrote some notes down because there's just a few things that I want to talk about. When you go see the dermatologist for your initial consultation, they will go over the whole treatment, what it looks like, if you have any questions, and they'll prescribe you a retinol cream. Usually it's over the counter. Mine was prescribed different, which you can get at any Walgreens or corner store like that, and it's super mild. And that is to exfoliate and gear your pores up so it's ready to take in the serum and for the laser to penetrate. So that initial step before even your first treatment is really crucial. Absolutely get the retinol that they prescribe you and be using that for a couple weeks before you go in for your first treatment. Number 2, the treatment is non-invasive, meaning that there is no downtime. Be super sensitive to the sun, go home and just shield your body and your face, and it's not gonna like put you out. You don't have any numbing cream, nothing like that. So it's really not invasive. The whole procedure for me, and I showed you guys a little bit earlier, took about 45-50 minutes, and I was in and out of there. And I think the more you go, the lesser time it's actually supposed to take. So we'll see next week how that looks like. The longest part of the whole procedure was absolutely getting the serum into my skin. She used it like a massager to really penetrate again into the skin, worked section by section. It was there for honestly like 5 minutes or even more at a time. The laser itself didn't take long at all, maybe a couple minutes, 5 minutes. It was definitely the more painful part of the treatment, but she was super quick with it. Oh my God, Misty, you're a blessing. If y'all ever need to get your Sebacia done, absolutely ask for Misty, and I believe she's the head honcho over at Sonova Dermatology off of Mopac in North Austin. She's great. She just is really informative, really wants to make sure you feel comfortable, and she's very thorough, and she was just fun to talk to. She was fun to hang out with. Like I kind of touched on earlier, the laser is painful and uncomfortable. Just certain parts of my face, especially where you're a little more sensitive or you have deeper pores, like around here, a little bit of the lip, and really like in my forehead. Those hurt the most. It was also just something that I feel like I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so it was just more uncomfortable for me. The weirdest thing though, for sure, was it's a laser. It's very powerful. It's at a really high frequency, or I don't know, I'm not a laser technician, but where I could like smell my skin burning, smell it burning. That was a weird feeling, but I got over it. I kept telling myself, it's for your skin, girl. Get through it, girl. It's for your skin. You've got to do this. So positive affirmations going on during that little couple minute session. So even though it's not invasive and you can literally leave the office and go do whatever you want, it was not invasive. Obviously I can go out and I look like this and I'm fine, but I swear my skin up close, I don't even know if this is doing it justice, but my skin, I looked like I had like painted my face with a Sharpie. And you know how on Sharpie and your skin are on clothes, it's really hard. You can still kind of see the resemblance. If you like scrub it off, you can kind of see the outline still. that was my freaking face. Because of all these little pores, and I have so many of them. Literally had all these black pores on my face. And it was not a good look. Just looked like icky. I looked like I'd been working on like a mechanic all day. Like I had like little black marks here and there, and then all on top of that my skin is really red and blotchy. So absolutely you can go do whatever you want if you feel confident, by all means, but I work at a retail shop and I have to talk to customers all day, so that was not fun. I would say probably book it later in the evening or on an off day, so that even you can go home afterwards and at least wash your face once, and that should get rid of at least a little bit of it and let the redness settle down. Be super honest with your dermatologist. If you have questions and concerns, ask them. I don't know why people feel like they don't have ask questions. I don't know why you wouldn't do that, but I feel like I have to mention it because you need to be honest. If you're nervous about anything, let them know why. And there's no such thing as a dumb question. That's the tea. Definitely ask them questions because you should know the answers, and going into your treatment, they don't want you to be nervous, and they want to make sure that you know all of the tools so it can prep you, okay? Lastly, this Sebacia treatment is FDA approved, but it's FDA approved for surface level acne, sebaceous glands, hence the name that comes from Sebacia. Your sebaceous glands are the ones that produce the surface level acne. They're really, I don't know what other word I can use besides surface level. They're the ones closer to the skin. They're coming in because your pores are enlarged or dirt gets trapped in them, and it's like little whiteheads, you know what I mean? As opposed to cystic acne, which comes from hormonal, usually and deep within the skin. It's FDA approved for the sebaceous glands, for that topical, more like whitehead kind of acne, but it is not FDA approved for cystic acne or like texture. I talked to Misty about this, and she said that it could potentially, because I do have some cystic underneath my chin just from hormones. Absolutely, it can help. It can help with that, is what she said, but that's not what it is meant for. Talk with her more about cystic acne down the line after this treatment and just see how this goes, and then take that next step into treating my hormonal acne without birth control or hormones. That was my day one update. Yeah, this is what we're looking at right now. See, these are all like my hormonal acne as well. Like I have this acne and I never like look at it or feel like people notice it on me. I don't think I have horrible skin. I really don't. But again, it's just hindering sometimes. It just makes me not feel as confident. So I'm really hopeful in this and hopeful that it'll change at least a few things. And I can't wait to continue to do the treatments and update you guys along the way. If you want to follow me on Instagram, you can. That will have daily updates, more than just skin. Skin is just one of the things that I guess I'm now talking about, but I also post workouts, I post nutrition, and yeah, this is just my skin journey, which I never freaking thought I would be talking about on the internet. I'll end it there. I'll check back in with you guys maybe tomorrow. I don't really know. And that's that. Bye.